I was gonna say you are a little bit low on basic Nexo traps.
Am I?
You only have like 16.
I do only have 16.
That's a good number. If your team's already basically done, you probably won't be replacing too many things, but it can't hurt to have some.
Welcome to the
traps
Drake
just in
Isles,
case.
my friend. A good tamer always carries all sorts of meals.
Let's
here,
go.
Oh, yeah.
You should. Okay, next time you get a
What?
next time you get a teleport, you should go back to the lake. I think you have the things you need now, or not the lake, but the
Stalky. Burn. 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 Okay, it sounds like I switch off my my snipe flow.
You say that. You say that, but the next thing you find could be. Why don't you get Headache of some levels?
Yeah.
And there's a heal guy right there.
Oh boy. You? Another one.
Interesting that it's uncommon, meaning.
Yeah.
Haven't even rolled a common yet.
That's fine.
It is fine. It's incredibly easy to get levels here, just because the healer guy's right there.
I was making sure I didn't miss anything.
No, this map is pretty much done. Wow.
Lucky me, huh?
Yep, super lucky.
Boy. Nice. Heal.
What? Other
There's
things
only
exist in
Stocky.
this grass.
There is only Stalky.
Ugh.
Huh.
Well, yeah, you don't want to use the
Yeah.
perfect berry unless it. Onigiri, I guess, because you have 5 of them and you can buy more of them right here.
More friends for the tree friend. Yeah, that's fine.
63 is a good amount. Nice.
Has there been any news and stuff for gaming in the past like 2
I'm not
weeks?
sure about
So?
news per se, but there was another Steam Next Fest recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a couple games that I thought were pretty good.
Why are mega rare?
Hey, nice. Let's see. Let me go over the. Let me go over them. So games I tried out: Rotwood, which seems to be. I'm not. Okay, I'll check the store page. I don't remember if it's co-opable. Online co-op. So it's a roguelike. Yes, I know.
So I heard you like roguelikes.
There it is.
Yep.
But this one caught my interest because it's a beat 'em up.
Beat 'em up, huh? Nice.
Yeah. Well, not a full beat 'em up. Maybe it's more just like an action game because there's no like, because beat 'em ups require enemies to like drop weapons that you can pick up and stuff. There's none of that, but it gives me the vibe of a beat 'em up,
Right.
even though it's definitely not one. But you know, it was pretty good. Like when I played of it, classic roguelike, like choose your room. You know, like this room has healing. This room is a question mark. Like really basic. Like, but there's cool mechanics in there. Like the moves have actual like inputs you can do. It's not just like press X to attack, right? It's you have heavy and light attacks, and if you do them in a certain order, you might get a different thing to pop out. If you do a stick input into an attack, you might get something. If you roll first, you might get a certain thing, and that all changes based on the weapon you have. From the little I played of it, I found a total of 3 different weapon types. There might be more. Although now that I'm looking at the art for the demo again, just in Steam, those 3 weapons are what are pictured. So either the demo only has those 3, or there are only those 3. I don't know.
Gotcha. Anyway, the building he wants to show us is up north. And apparently Lydia's Tyrant can be guarding it, so that definitely won't happen.
What? Yeah, no.
Usually travelers must be on your skill level. I'll say. Ow.
Oh, Ghost is good against wind. And you supposedly resist wind, but it's wrecking you.
It's 2 levels higher than I.
At some point. Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, time to. Oh, by the way, you remember the other water type? You remember the other water type you caught right in the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
That's what it turns into.
Oh, neat.
Okay, Mendacium. I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce it, but it's Hey, we played Hollow Knight.
Oh, is it?
Except, instead of bugs, everything seems to be lizards.
Seems to be what?
Lizards.
Lizards? Okay.
Yes. It caught my attention because basically nobody ever makes the main character be a spear wielder.
Right.
And this one is, so I was like, oh, that's interesting. I like it. It's got a weird system where you get like 4 hits with the spear, and then your character immediately swaps to a bow for a certain number of hits.
Interesting.
So you swap between a bow and a spear based on how many hits you deal.
Very interesting.
Yes, and you can't swap manually. So that's the thing. There's also appears to be actual leveling up. So it's not a pure Metroidvania. There's RPG elements. There's crafting.
Crafting, okay.
But then it's also still absolutely a Metroidvania. Like I got the ability to grapple to walls, and that was cool. That's like one of the first abilities you get.
Nice.
Like here's a grappling hook. The grappling hook is your tongue because lizards.
Always a good choice.
But yeah, so it was pretty good. The bosses were interesting. Well, the one boss that I fought was interesting. I didn't play them to the full extent of the demo. I played them to get a feel for if I would like to play the full game, and this one was definitely good. Nice. I won't be talking about the ones that I uninstalled the demo of. Well, okay, I uninstalled the demo for one of them. It's called Co-Ridden, I think. That one is like a Diablo type game, so an ARPG.
Yeah.
With like the gimmick for that one being you can like get the DNA of certain monsters you fight, and then you can turn into them, and they have their own moveset, and the game encourages you to do that by giving you stamina bar. and the monster form also has its own stamina bar, and they regen regardless of which bar you're using. So if you're the monster, your human stamina bar will still regen. So it encourages you to swap between them frequently to keep being able to attack.
Gotcha.
So that was interesting, but that one was, I uninstalled that one because I was like, it was weird. Like the zones maybe were too open and empty. I don't know. I think it has potential, but not as much as the other ones that I'm going to talk about. And then there's ones that I just won't talk about because the demo like didn't work or whatever.
Gotcha.
But for the other ones, I also got Realm of Ink, which yeah, another roguelike.
I mean, look, you like them. That's
I
apparently
do.
just how it
I
goes.
do, and I just have to be choosy because there were a bunch of roguelikes that I just skipped over. I didn't even pick up the demo up. This one I liked because the art style's really good.
Heliworm, look at him. Gonna be dead.
Hang on, swapping. Oh yeah, goodbye, Heliworm. This one's got a very very thick brush stroke lines. I think it's called Sumi-e, the Japanese style. The art style looks very much like that, although it might not be Japanese.
I like how the this critical rate is actually accurate.
No, it's good. Let me look up the studio, see if I can.
Let's swap it for this. Yeah. Damn. Let's stutter. I love it.
Okay, so it might be Chinese, not Japanese. Yeah, I thought because the audio is only in, I guess, Chinese, and I was like, that doesn't sound like Japanese. So either way, good mechanics. It's got a cool system where you have a little pet following you, and I will continue this later.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Drake Isles. Also, you're being followed by the kid. Gonna key night, but it won't matter against us. We are the sword of the king of monsters. We are the legacy of the ancient Nexomon. I'm the warrior of Fona, lord of the fire. Okay. I'm the warrior of Arqua, mistress of the sea. I am the warrior of Luxa, king of the thunder. I'm warrior of Ventra, lady of the tempest. Grundle, juggernaut of the earth. Together we are the Nexolords. My goodness. Did they really fall so far? So what? The Nexolords, come on, we practiced all night. Honorless cultists who glorify a dead monster called Omnicron. Don't you dare utter his name. One day the true king of monsters will return and end what he started. But first, we've come for that tyrant egg of yours, Thorn. Music stops. Thorn is a tyrant egg. Like Thorn has been keeping a secret or two. Fear not, if you give us the egg, we won't tell anyone.
Fight.
Yeah,
okay,
it's about that, buddy.
Yeah, so Realm of Ink. You have a little pet that follows you and doesn't really do anything at first, but you can get items to equip to it, and based on what items you equip, you get active skills, and then the pet will change forms and get passive skills.
Interesting.
I like it because it depends on the combination of the two items. Like the actives are dependent on just what you equip.
Right.
The passive is dependent on the combination of the two items. It's pretty cool.
Gotcha. That's neat.
And then I only played through one run of it because I got to the end in one go. But when I got to like the between runs zone, I learned that there were 3 different weapon styles you can equip. You could take into runs. So I did the whole thing with the basic style, and then there were 2 other styles. And there were other facilities that I didn't explore, but there's probably stuff you can upgrade yourself with.
Right.
But it was a really good combat system. I liked it. So,
I need to buy more potions.
Yes, you do. I keep saying that. Let's see what else. Mark of the Deep is a Metroidvania with some Souls-like elements. Very pirate-themed.
Oh.
So it's all right. I don't like the Metroidvania. I like the Metroidvania elements. I don't like the Souls-like elements. Basically, going to heal. Yeah, going to heal at the quote-unquote bonfire resets all the enemies. You don't have iframes when dodging. That's the worst thing ever. I try to dodge out of the way of something and get hit. It's like, okay, cool, thanks. But I like the combat. It's, basic, but pretty satisfying. You have a system where your basic attacks build up magic, and then you can spend that on the other stuff. Pretty basic stuff, but it all comes together nicely. Aesthetically, it's cool. It's like cursed oceany vibes.
Right.
As pirates. So yeah. I'll give it another shot later, maybe. I don't like the fact that you have. Yeah, currently I have like 2 heals. Like two Estus flasks, and the enemies hit really hard.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I'm like trying to run past some enemies to get to another area, and they just hit me. You can't run past them, so it's like, oh, I got hit. Well, the healing station's right there. Might as well go back and heal. And I did that like 4 times before I finally got past the enemy without taking damage. That's just one enemy. There's like 10 of them.
Yeah.
It's like, you only have 5 health starting out, so it's like take 4 hits. Your potion doesn't even heal you to full. It's a little bit. It's got some balancing issues, I think, but the core is good. Biomorph, another Metroidvania, with stealing the DNA of monsters to turn into them, where that becomes your exploration, like your Metroidvania abilities, from what I can tell. Like if you copy the DNA of a monster enough times, you get aspects of it permanently, so that starts to become like your exploration abilities. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway,
stand back, Thorn. Done quite enough. You underestimate us, Renegade Lydia. Just because you own a tyrant doesn't mean that. Listen to me and listen well. I don't need Eurus. Deal with worms. Just dead. Welcome to my domain. And good luck. 2. 3. 4. Help me! I don't want to be part of this, sorry. Bye! Hit 5. Do you even own a Nexomon to fight with? Jeez, a tyrant egg. What are you thinking, Thorn? But you have a tyrant and you're fine. I have a deal with the guild. You may not be so lucky, kid. Enough of this. I promise to show you my dragon, so let's do that. Follow the road north to reach my village. Don't get lost.
Also, Leo's been here the whole time.
You guys are super insane. Why do you have a tyrant egg? Throw that thing away. You hatch a tyrant in the middle of the Drake Isles. All the dragons will come after us. How come the dragons don't attack Aureus? He's a tyrant, isn't he? Yeah, beats me. I don't know what's the deal with Aureus. He's a bit weird if you ask me. Something about him doesn't feel like the other tyrants.
Anyway, Biomorph. Yeah, again, I only played it enough to be like, I'm gonna play the full game of that.
Boy, you there? What's this deal? Get out of my house! I just moved here. No visitor's shoe.
You gotta be a higher level tamer for that one.
Gotcha.
Another interesting thing was that you have 3 attack slots. They're just attack slots. It's not like a weapon per se. But like you have 3 attack moves that you can equip.
That's
and they're unique. Yeah. Like one of them was just a punch, one of them was like a gun, and one of them was like a full-on like it didn't have the gun actually had ammo. And then there was like a weird cannon. Yeah, so like you don't get the ammo back until you heal, essentially. But it was a full ranged attack, so there's that. And then like another one was like a weird like just like power attack that looks like a cannon, except it didn't have ammo and it wasn't really ranged. I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, those were the 3 attacks I found. There's bound to be more.
Interesting.
Yep, it was cool. So Biomorph. What was the last game I played? Oh, and Willow Guard, which I didn't get very far in because the demo seemed a bit broken. But not a roguelike from what I can tell, but it is a deck builder.
Crazy.
It's surprising because deck builder and roguelike, people don't understand that those can be separated.
They can be.
I'm very interested in Willow Guard because non-roguelike deck builders interest me greatly. Surprise, surprise! I like Mega Man Battle. Anyway,
surprise.
But I really didn't get far in this one because it was broken. It would go to a permanent black screen whenever I tried to do the combat tutorial. But if I skipped the combat tutorial, I could get into the first fight and like struggle because I didn't do the tutorial. Because I wasn't allowed to. But anyway, it's very like very choice heavy. Like when interacting with people, you can make a bunch of choices when interacting with them.
Right.
And those are probably reflected on down the line in the story. So it seems very story heavy. And then the gameplay is action RPG, except you have a hand of cards that you can, if you do like enough hits or break enough things, you can draw a card from your hand and add it to like one of your active skills, or you can put it in your active skill slot and it's a passive skill. So it seems really cool.
It seems really cool, yeah. I mean,
I didn't get to play much of it, but it's interesting. So yeah, those are the games out of everything that I looked at for Next Fest. Yeah, those are the games that I've like. Oh yeah, these ones were good. There was one more, but well, I mean, there was a few more, but yeah, I believe the demos for those ones. I forget what they are at this point.
Such a wonderful place, isn't it? These dragons aren't as fearsome as some people might lead you to believe. Easy for a ghost to say. I'm not one of those sad wisps, child. I'm a seasoned tamer just like you. Come on, let me show you a lesson. I like how we're fighting ghosts now.
Well, that's not a ghost. That's a neutral type.
Certainly.
I'm helping.
Certainly.
Oh, you got.
I did get got.
I like how your camo level is level 28.
Level 28, yeah.
The experience is running away from it.
What do you mean? It's totally fine.
You haven't used it.
I have been.
Hey, Wargoyle.
I have been using it.
Oh, you have? Alright. I've been ranting about Next Fest demos, so I can understand missing it. I'm pretty sure I used one of these in my playthrough by Wargoyle.
Gotcha.
I'd have to boot the game up to check, but I think I did.
Nice. Love it. Yeah, so I've been thinking I need to... And that?
Is the evolution. That's the evolution of something that you were thinking about catching, but then you caught the turtle.
Was super resistant.
It buffed itself, so.
Didn't it? Yeah, I've been thinking about. I need a restart. I think. Trails in the Sky second chapter.
I don't think you do, because I remember you struggling a lot with the prologue.
I don't think I need to either, but the issue I was struggling with prologue was it was left on the higher difficulty.
Oh.
And I tried to edit the file so that I could go down on difficulty, but it didn't work. So either I did it wrong or it just like didn't work.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Start over on normal. Yeah.
So if I start over on normal, or if I just do it easy or something, just so I can fly through the game because I've been stuck on it for a while.
Well, I mean, take it down to normal first. You don't need to go all the way to easy. Vault key.
Get straight to the point. I like you. I spent a lifetime looking for a very rare Nexomon called a Namansi.
Namansi.
We're growing so obsessed with it that I'd be willing to give you my vault key in exchange for it. Was it Trundra?
So
I can't call. Yeah. Either way, I'd be satisfied. It's up to you.
It might show up in Palmaya as well.
Yeah. Eat.
Going back to heal, or
yeah, going back to heal. All right.
So yeah, I've just been doing Next Fest demos and more Pal World. I figured out pal breeding.
Yeah.
Now I have a stupidly strong Chillet.
Pal World is it's a pretty solid game right here.
Yeah.
It just seems to do well because people like to do crimes against digital entities.
Did you talk to that person yet?
I was trying to read this map real quick. I got potions.
All right, super potion, super ether, super revive. There's some good stuff. Hey, you didn't get thrown out of this one.
Poor.
There's nothing in here.
They're poor. They don't have things to steal.
No sparklies, except for that one right outside their house.
Haven't I seen you somewhere else before? You're in Ignatia. You're the teamer that defeated Mulsimer. Look, I've been meaning to see how strong you are with my own eyes. What do you say? It should be fun. Rapilux.
Yeah.
Anyways, Sniflow.
Why?
Ow.
Wait, why not just keep using Ghost that was good against neutral?
He's like 2 levels lower.
But you'll resist.
Maybe it will be more than having 3 levels on it.
Who knows?
It's fine.
Hey, look, a dragon.
Hey, look. It's interesting. Eh. It's interesting. Hey, that's the one I had earlier. And
Yeah.
I've also that thing you mentioned.
Yeah.
It's me, it's zapped.
Did it just try to heal?
Yeah.
Oh, GG's. That would have one-shot it. Anyway. Everything's weak to electric.
Nice. Oh yes, your strength ought to be feared by the tyrants. I should work on my Nexomon. Perhaps we'll meet again. We'll meet and fight again, Thorn. I'll be more prepared.